What's good with the people, man? You know what I'm talking about, man? It's your partner, man. Ooh, it's your partner, man. Ooh, hey, it's your partner, man. What's going on with the folks, man? You know what I'm talking about? How's y'all doing on this same script Saturday? You say same script Saturday, man. What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good people like hee ha ha, man? Ken and the pen. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing. Keep the head up, like, you know what I'm talking about? We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Swing that finger, young man. Worldwide, INC, worldwide, incorporated, worldwide, man. They say what that mean, bruh? Everybody included, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, everybody included, bruh. Like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Indugu, Cutthroat, Mike, Lil Rue, not Lil Rue, man. Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player comes next. Everybody out there in the penitentiaries, man, around the world, man, you know what I'm talking about? Keep their head up, man. Same thing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Y'all know my disclaimers, bro. I don't promote nothing, man. I don't promote no drugs, no drug usage, no drug sellage, no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man. Don't take a sip of the sippers, man. Don't do it. Good brother like myself, man, I don't promote nothing, man. I don't promote no crime. I don't promote no violence. I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no negativity. You know what I'm talking about? No, man. Me, all I promote is man, I don't promote Yeah, I don't promote All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're gonna do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we don't know how much of it we got, man. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced, nah, man. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different, man. Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people, nah, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody, man. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man, I just love me some everybody. Matter of fact, I'm on a quest, man. Bring that peace, you know what I'm talking about? And that joy, you know what I'm talking about? That love. Say, bro, that love. Back to the YouTube community. You with me, man? Check it out, man. Yeah, man. What's good with the people, man? You know what I'm talking about? How's y'all doing on this same script Saturday? You say same script Saturday? What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? But before we do that, y'all see that fight last night? Because this is what this video even about, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Hey, shout out to everybody who thought Ryan Garcia could really fight him. It must have been the drugs. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, say what, bruh? This is how we even get the same script, man. Shout out my partner Nate the Great, man. Me and that man been, you know what I'm talking about? We been in, I guess, a hell of a debate since that fight last night, man. But listen, folks, I'm gonna elaborate more on my life. The same script Saturday, bro. No matter what you do, folks, that's why you gotta stick to your same script, because you ain't gonna never get credit, folks. Same script. You gotta know your plan, you gotta know what you wanna do, and you gotta stick to that. Fuck what these people talking about, bro, because they gonna move the goalpost on you, folks. That's all they gonna do. My man been fucking with me all night, man. You know what I'm talking about? You know, my partner Nate the Great, he pop up every fight night. You know what I'm talking about? We be fucking with it, yeah, we be fucking with it like that. So, I'm glad he called me, because I don't know why, I thought the fights was coming on just a little bit later, man. So he had me get on it, you know what I'm talking about? Y'all know bro was watching the fight in the truck, you know what I'm talking about? And just like I'm gonna be watching this other fight in the truck, like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Canelo lost. Keep it real. You know what I'm talking about? But he called me fucking with me, talking about Devin Haney. Now, once again, y'all, I am a Devin Haney fan, but I'm a boxing fan, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? I got hella people I like. I'm not one of them people that I choose up on one of these people. I don't have no promotional company, so I don't own no boxers. I just like boxing. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not in the competition with this is my guy and all that. I like Nephew. I'm always gonna rock with anything up out that Bay Area, man. You get what I'm saying? But he called me talking about his nephew all right. Is his chin okay? And all this shit, right? I said, man, he gonna be just fine. You know what I'm talking about? Now, before that, Before nephew even fought last night, right? Look how they did him. And if you go back and watch my lives, I've been telling y'all this leading up to this fight. I've been telling y'all this shit for a month. I said they acting like nephew is in more danger than Ryan Garcia is. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody last night, they thought Jose Ramirez was going to hit Devin Haney. He was going to be shell-shocked from that Ryan Garcia fight. They wanted nephew to lose so bad. You feel what I'm saying? They wanted that man to lose so bad. But, he called me fucking with me. He gonna be all right. You know he's still, I said, man, nephew gonna be all right, man. You might want to worry about your boy not being on that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because the perception because people just want to tease you, man. Same script. That's where this shit even come from, man. I'm gonna elaborate more on it on my fight, man. But long story short, it went from little Devin Haney finna get knocked out, but as soon as Devin Haney go up in there and watch that nigga for 12 rounds, now all of a sudden, the Mexican is washed up. Coffee Chronicles. And they still teasing you about the fight you got cheated in. That's why you got to stick to your same script, bro. You can't be running around here trying to please these people. Because no matter what you do, they're going to find a way to criticize you. You get what I'm saying? Now, for months, they was talking about Devin Haney was on upset alert and all this. And now they criticize this fight. Did y'all hear him while he was fighting? It wasn't even 30 seconds into the fight. The man was trying to act like he was scared. Then Ryan Garcia came out there. They was both on a year layoff. But you see the narration? Look how many excuses they was trying to give Ryan. Nobody once said, well, he just doesn't look the same since he hasn't had any dope in his system. You know what I'm talking about? But it's just funny how see, the universe will tell you, and I keep telling y'all that no matter what you do, bro, you can't get away from the universe. You know what I'm talking about? Same script. Now, if the Ramirez cat came up in there and did what everybody wanted him to do, they was just ready to tease that man again. But when he actually went up in there and just put hands on him, now all of a sudden he's born again. After a year layoff of getting cheated. And this man's still trying to tell me the dope didn't matter. Well, if the dope didn't matter, this is what I want to know. Why Ryan Garcia wasn't that fast last night? And I told y'all that was the only way nephew was going to get vindicated. Because nobody respects Rolly. So now you know he was off dope. So you mean to tell me on that night he had enough to be up in there with a world-class fighter, but last night he didn't even have enough to beat a slow person? Get the fuck out of here. And y'all see how they... Now, before the fight, nobody gave Rolly a chance. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't seen nobody say that shit, bruh. I think I'm the only motherfucker that came up here and said, bruh, Rolly Romero finna knock Ryan Garcia out. Knock him down. Yeah, I ain't seen nobody else saying that, bruh. And every time I said it, motherfuckers told me I was just saying that shit because I'm a Devin Haney fan. No, because I watch boxing. Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero is the same person, bruh. The same exact person, bruh. But now, Rolly was hella weak. They talking about Ryan shouldn't even be fighting nobody like this and all that shit, right? They was looking at Rolly as a fucking tune-up. Now, since he done did it, now all of a sudden, Rolly looking real good at 147. And I think, get the fuck out of here, man. Rolly gonna lose his next fight. They just gonna move the goalpost on you, bruh. Now, all of a sudden, since Rolly done went up in there and clocked Ryan, weak-ass Ryan, because he ain't shit off that dope, now all of a sudden they gonna try to talk about we underestimated Rolly. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Now all of a sudden Rolly can fight hella good. And man, get the fuck out of here, bruh. Next fight Rolly has, somebody gonna roll his ass over. He the same dude, he can't fight. Ryan just can't fight. You know what I'm talking about? When you ain't got that extra advantage, all that speed and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, when you ain't got all that, when you ain't filled with all that stuff, the stuff is just, you know what I'm talking about? You just average, bruh. I told y'all that was the only way it was gonna get vindicated. You didn't see none of that shit last night, did you? Remember when Devin hit that nigga, bruh, and he tapped his gloves and shit? He ain't even, you know what I'm talking about? That's what that fight would have looked like if, with Devin. It would have looked worse than that, bruh. That's what would have happened. That's why he took that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Same script, man. But no matter what you do, you're not going to get credit for it, bruh. They're just going to find another way to criticize you. You know what I'm talking about? Now they making excuses. Now all of a sudden, Rolly looked good at 147. But just because that people was just mad at that fight, talking about nobody wanted to see it. And Rolly doesn't stand a chance in the fight. Because they going off that fool your friend shit. Y'all actually sat there and gave a man credit for a fight being on drugs, talking about how good he looked. What sense does that make, folks? Then y'all tried to say it didn't even matter about the dope because the nigga kept getting hit with the same punch. And ain't no world-class fighter. Ryan Garcia kept getting hit with the same punch y'all said nephew couldn't get out the way of. You know what I'm talking about? On top of that, man, Ryan Garcia is starting to look real chinny to me. You know what I'm talking about? Same script, folks. And I'm just tired of y'all. Same shit y'all did with Lomachenko. And it ain't that I am a Devin Haney fan, but I'm a boxing fan, bro. Y'all like Devin Haney, bro. I'm a boxing fan now. I just get tired of y'all moving the goalposts. And y'all only do that shit for black people, nigga. Just like y'all tease nephew and black people do this shit. And black people, y'all so fucking, I'm through with y'all, bro. You niggas look like Uncle Tom's, bro. You niggas, just like I told the black Dr. Phil, that goes for all you niggas. They said Tank Nuts broke you niggas' hands out because he had a rash on his nuts. They say all you niggas' hands is broke out from that rash that nigga had on his nuts. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I ain't bullshitting with you. You niggas steadily talking about this and that, man. Tank just got his ass whooped. You know what I'm talking about? And we keep coming up with these excuses. Now it's next time. You know what I'm talking about? You didn't hear nobody say Tank got wobbled by the little man. They didn't put none of that shit up there, bruh. Y'all just looking to tease a nigga. That's it. Y'all just looking to tease who you don't like. You know what I'm talking about? Now all of a sudden we gonna give Rolly credit out of the blue. You know what I'm talking about? Now Rolly looking good at 147. Now if Rolly would have hit Devin like that, he would have went down. Y'all so all that hypothetical ass shit. Get the fuck out of here. And if they let nephew go up in there and watch Rolly, man, nephew will never be able to do nothing, bro. You know what I'm talking about? But shout out Devin Haney, man. You know what I'm talking about? And you come back, man, after being cheated. You know what I'm talking about? And you ain't even got nothing to prove no more, young man. That man just told on himself. And that's what happened. You'll tell on yourself. Yeah, you can get away from everything but the universe, bruh. Yeah, tell on yourself, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Now all of a sudden, Ryan Garcia, he didn't have all that power last night. Same shit with Tyson Fury. But we gonna say it wasn't the drugs, bruh. Ryan Garcia gonna lose his next fight if he ain't off that shit. Just like Rolly gonna lose his next fight, because Rolly hella garbage. Gas break dip. That's really gonna send it into the thing when Rolly lose his next fight and just get crumbled in 2 or 3 rounds. That's just gonna be it all, I'm telling you, man. Now we gonna act like Rolly could fight because he whooped on this trash ass nigga that was always trash that needed dope to cheat a black man. Now we gonna act like, and y'all still sitting around here talking about a nigga sitting and got hit with the left hand. Well, listen, bruh. Last night, it was 2 motherfuckers up in there that was clean. Do you get what I'm saying? Why did Ryan Garcia kept getting hit with that left hook that Devin can't get in the way out of? You're not that fast when you off that dope, is you? Your reflexes ain't all like that. Then they gonna say it was a long layoff in the rush. It was the same thing for nephew. But they said he was scared even though he beat a nigga for 12 rounds. That was a good fight after getting cheated coming off a layoff, bruh. After taking that damage from the steroid punches. And I was trying to tell my partner, that should have told you right there, bruh. If Ryan Garcia had some power, he would have knocked Devin Haney out off some dope, bruh. He couldn't even knock nephew out off some dope. But they just teased him for falling. You know what I'm talking about? And that's what they gonna do to you. They just gonna tease you because you got dropped. You know what I'm talking about? It don't even matter that Ryan Garcia just quit. Because as long as he did something to you, they can tell you. You see how nephew just won the fight, but they won't let him relive his embarrassment. They won't let him get away from that. But you didn't see him do that to Ryan Garcia when he beat Devin Haney. You know what I'm talking about? Didn't nobody come over here and say, oh, man, you just quit by Tank. They didn't do that because they wanted to tease nephew. Same script, bruh. No matter what you do, they ain't going to give you credit. They just going to find another way to put you down, man. But just like I said, man, the moral of this one is no matter what you do or you try to get away from, the universe will put you on stage. I keep telling y'all that. Yeah, the universe will put you on stage. And I'm going to tell you, and I just want you to go back and watch my lives, because I sat here and vividly said, this is the only way Devin Haney's finna get vindicated. Because even if he whoops Ryan Garcia, they're not going to give him credit. They just going to hold him to the first fight. But when Rolly get up here, because nobody believes Rolly could fight. You know what I'm talking about? So, ooh, these hoes fighting. Hoes was out there fighting. Nigga like, you know what I'm talking about? Nobody believed Rolly could fight, man. That bitch was doing better than Ryan Garcia last night. They was fighting though. Nigga getting it on like, you know what I'm talking about? And yeah, nobody teased Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm talking about? But I said when Rolly whooping because nobody think Rolly could fight. Because they call Rolly the slow person. You feel me? They act like Rolly retarded and shit. I don't promote none of that shit. You know what I'm talking about? But they be talking about how slow he is and all that. So for you to go up in there with all that power and all this, because they made you bigger than the world, pal. So for you to go up in there and get dog walked by the laughing stock of boxing, you put yourself on blast, bruh. So you mean to tell me you went from being able to go up in there with world-class fighting ass Devin Haney to being able to hang with him, you know what I'm talking about, first 30 seconds, bam, left hook, that you couldn't get out the way of. So you mean to tell me you went from that to that, bruh? You went from hanging with the world-class fighter Devin Haney to not being able even to keep up with the slow person Rolly, man? Get the fuck out of here, bruh. Get the fuck out of here. You'll tell on yourself, man. And then you still got black people like ego bitch ass talking about, man, I don't necessarily think it was the dope styles makes fights. But Devin Haney didn't get that one. No, you notice when nephew lost, he didn't get no leeway. It was just ha, 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 ha. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't even think it's funny that he lost. I just knew the nigga was trash from the beginning. I just wanted to see what excuses y'all was gonna make the same thing y'all did with Tank. I just wanted to see what excuses you was gonna make, man. Same thing y'all did with Tank, man. As soon as Tank got his ass whooped, now all of a sudden we got a million excuses. You know what I'm talking about? We can't just say Roach got the better of him like he did. We got to come with all these excuses and, oh, next time Tank gonna knock him out. No, he not, bruh. No, he not. That's what you want to happen. Next time, he gonna whip Tank ass again, nigga. And y'all gonna come with a million excuses. Y'all gonna say the same thing. Now he gonna get credit. Well, they been fighting each other since, like my partner Nate. I'm gonna elaborate on me and Nate conversation on my live, man. Because Nate told me, because he said, man, Ryan Garcia's been beating Devin Haney from the amateurs. He's already beaten him 3 times. I said, Nate, what about the 3 times nephew beat him? See, we just gonna say the 3 times that Ryan Garcia beat nephew. We gonna act like nephew never beat him 3 times. I mean, y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. You can make a conversation anything you want to. See, we ain't gonna start the conversation off with Devin Haney's already beat Ryan Garcia 3 times. We gonna act like the 3 times Ryan beat him in the amateurs was more than the 3 times he beat him. Y'all something straight out of comic book, bruh. And it's getting more, I get tired of talking to y'all, man. I do. Because y'all act like kids, bruh. Y'all don't even talk with, y'all don't be talking with reason. Y'all be talking with, the man crush. That's what y'all be talking with. Y'all be talking with the man crush, bruh. The same thing y'all did, and I'm finna get on up out of here, man. Same shit y'all did with nephew when he fought Linares. Right now, to this day, bruh, they still tease Devin Haney about getting rocked by Linares, I don't know, the 10th or 11th round, right? Even after he was whooping Linares' ass for all up until the end, right? They tease him about getting rocked. You ain't never once heard nobody tease Lomachenko about getting dropped by the same person. But somehow Lomachenko been dropped 3 or 4 times, bruh. I think Lomachenko got dropped by Luke Campbell. But nobody ever calls him Chinny, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody ever mentioned that. Just like they don't call Ryan Garcia Chinny. But I'm just going to tell you, that's the 3rd or 4th time I done seen Ryan Garcia get knocked down. I'm starting to think he's a little bit chinny. Somebody need to tell Ryan Garcia he needs to go back to the drawing board because he kept getting hit by that same punch. Maybe Nephew, because Nephew looked like he worked on it. Because he looked like he worked on it last night. Maybe somebody need to tell Ryan Garcia he need to go get up with Devin Haney, and Nephew can teach him how to block that punch. So when he come back next time, he won't get whooped on his layoff. Because Devin Haney won his fight trying to get the rematch. If you ask me, I think Ryan lost on purpose because he don't want to see Devin Haney without that dope. You know what I'm talking about? I don't think he want to see Devin Haney without that dope. You know what I'm talking about? But that goes to show you, man, I'm finna be on up out of here. Same script. Do your thing, man, because you ain't gonna never get credit, bruh. Just keep on your thing. Keep on being you. Keep on winning, bruh. Fuck how you win. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, fuck how you win as long as you playing the game fair and square, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, as long as you playing the game fair and square, man. Because that's how they gonna do you, man. Like, you know what I'm talking about? They ain't gonna give you credit, man. No, they ain't gonna give you credit. So just stick to your script, man. But what do I know? I don't know. Could prevent forest fires, man. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all, there go Ryan Garcia. He's still getting caught with that left.